Okay, so this is that celebration table runner. It's the one that's on my dining room table, and this is the pattern for it. So what I'm going to show you how to do is make essentially this block, and that's called a quarter square triangle. This is a quarter square triangle. And you start by making a half square triangle. But anyway, I'm just going to show you how to make a block like this. On the diagram here, where they have red is where I have yellow. Where they have blue and white is where I have this maroon and gray. So on my sample here, I just grabbed some scrap fabrics. So on the diagram where they have red is where I will have orange, and then where they have blue and white is where I will have the daisy and then the little flower print. Okay, so I'm going to start with, and you notice that the orange, I don't know whether you can tell it in the video or not, but the orange is slightly smaller than the prints because you're going to sew these together first, and then when you cut them, when you sew them and cut them, then you lose some inches, half an inch. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my two prints together, right sides together, and then I have this handy dandy little tool that I picked up, I don't know where. Oops, I gotta grab a marking pen, should have had all that stuff ready. Okay, so you need to draw a line. It doesn't make a difference from which corner to which corner. From corner to corner. Now in the video link that I sent you, she then says take this to the sewing machine and sew a 1/4 inch on each side of that line. Well, I can't do that. So what I do then with this handy dandy little ruler that I bought is it has a line, can I zoom in, Caitlin? It has a line down the center that I will place on the line that I drew, and then it's an even 1/4 inch on each side of that. But you could just use your regular marker, regular ruler, and mark a 1/4 inch on each side also. And then you're going to go to the machine. I dropped my lid. Then you're going to go to the machine. You're not going to stitch on the center line. You're going to stitch on the lines on each side of it. So Caitlin, if you can come over and watch on the sewing machine. Now I can't use my 1/4 foot to do that, so I'm going to have to switch out to the standard foot. Raise it, turn it, and stitch on the other side. Okay. Then I'll come over here, and I'm going to take my scissors and cut on the center line. I could have used the whatever you call that roller thing, and done this. Might have been easier. Okay, cut off any strings, and you'll get a couple out of this. I only cut one solid colored triangle, but if solid color square, but if I cut two, then I would have ended up with more of what I needed. Oops, I think that's off. It is off. Now you notice that I didn't press my seams to one side here. I kind of finger pressed them open, and then I'll use the iron to get that good and pressed. same thing with the opposite one, the other one. Whether that iron's warm enough yet to do any good. Probably not. Good enough, since this is just for demonstration. Okay, now then, I like to trim off the bunny ears. That are left after you press it open. Okay, now you're going to take your what's red in this picture, orange for me, and you're going to set that right on top, right sides together, the right side of this to the right side of your half square triangle. This is a half square triangle. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to draw a line from corner to corner that crosses, and you might have a little overlap, and that's okay. You're going to draw a line from corner to corner that crosses that seam that you made in the first half square triangle. So corner to corner, and then you're supposed to sew a 1/4 inch on each side of that. I can't just eyeball that, and I'm not good at using my standard foot, so I go ahead and draw a line and stitch on that line. Draw a line of 1/4 inch on each side. Okay, so then I go back over to the machine. Lift, turn, stitch on the other side. And this time I'll use the rotary cutter to cut down the center because it'll be a neater cut. Cut down the center line, and when you open it, then you've got the block that you need in that celebration table runner. I'll press this open so it looks a little neater. And there you go. You've got a 1/4 square triangle and then a half square triangle, and that's what you've got, what you see here in that block. Now, hers rotated so that there's a rotation in hers so that it kind of looks like it goes a zigzag. If you'll notice on mine, that did not happen. I don't know why, but I like mine just as well. So anyway, the video I sent you is a good one. It's basically the same thing. It's just that she draws the center line down, but does not draw a 1/4 inch on each side of that center line. I just need to draw that 1/4 inch line. That's it.